Hello. In this video, we are going to walk you through how you can file and potentially pay for your personal income tax return within the GTax online portal. First, you have to log in using your GTax account. If you do not have a GTax account, you can create one. Please watch our video on how you can create a GTax account. Let's log in. Enter your email address and password and click on Login. Once you are logged in, you will see an important update about GTax. Let's collapse this. Once collapsed, we can see our active taxes, licenses, and arrears. Let's click into Personal Income Tax. Once we are in the Personal Income Tax overview, we can see the upcoming tax return. It's for the tax period 2025. We see the deadline of the 31st of March. Now we can file for a return. Click on File Return. Now we can file our personal income tax return. On the left side of the screen, it will walk you through the different schedules and the steps needed to file the return. Let's click on Start. First, we have to put in our claim for capital allowances. Once you have added the claim for capital allowances, click on Next Step. Now we have to put in our profit or loss from business or profession. Let's enter it. Once you have inputted your income, your cost of goods sold, or any administrative expenses, click on Next Step. Great. Now we have to enter in our computation of balancing allowances and charges. Let's put a description of the assets and the additional information. Once you have entered in the information, click on Next Step. Now let's put in the reconciliation as per our financial statements. Once finalized, let's move to the next schedule. Here we can enter in our qualifying cost. We can skip it if this is not applicable. Next, move to the investment allowance carried forward. Here you put in your investments. Here we can put in our investment allowance carried forward, fill in the additional information, and move to the next step. Once we're in the next schedule, we can put our loss from prior years. Let's enter in the information. Now let's move to the next step. This schedule, the calculation of assessable income, is automatically calculated based off of the other information that you have inputted. Let's review and then move to the next step. Great, now you have to put in your exempt income. Let's fill in the additional information, then move to the next step. Once complete, put in any other income and related schedules. Now let's move to the next step. Under this schedule, prepayment, we will see any pay-as-you-earn withheld from wages and salaries. Here we want to verify the information. Once verified, let's move to the next step. Enter in any gross payments and withholding tax paid. Once complete, we want to double check the information and review it. Let's put in the calculation of assessable income and tax payable. Click on Next. Next, let's upload your financial statement. Please keep in mind the available formats that are allowed to be uploaded. Once uploaded, let's go to the next step. Now let's review the information prior to submitting our return. Once confirmed, we have to certify that the information that is given is true, correct, and complete. Let's submit the return. Great. Now we see a notice of assessment for the year 2025 is ready. You can now view the payment details and pay your outstanding amount, if any. Let's view the notice of assessment. Here we see in the Notice of Assessment the payment reference number. If you have to make a payment, please keep in mind to use the payment reference number to make that payment. Within the rest of the Notice of Assessment, we'll see the tax return that we had filed. We'll see any tax to pay, or we see the refund due. If you are in a refundable position, we can click on Request Refund. We see the total amount on claim and the total amount refundable. Now, let's click on Request Refund. Great, let's verify the refundable amount and click on Submit. Great, Inland Revenue will now review your refund request. You can always view the details of the request by clicking on View Details. If we click on Refunds, we can see what the status is. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We will be happy to help you. Thank you for watching our video.